Hi Cancer, welcome back to the channel. It's me Anisa from the Inner Stereo. So today we're going to be looking at your love messages. It's a general reading, so the roles might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for the extended and also personal reading with me, okay? One more shuffle. Okay, so in this reading, Cancer, it's going to be a you versus them format. We're going to be looking at your overall energy, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Now, in your overall energy, you have the Ace of Swords. In the overall challenges, you have the Three of Cups. That's interesting. Okay, so I feel that at this present moment with the Ace of Swords being your overall energy, I feel that you're kind of like quite inspired to do something. There's an information, clarity, closure, or confirmation that you have received that kind of like makes everything seems to be clear. And when you get that type of like clarity, closure, confirmations, and all that, it kind of like gets the wheel going. So I feel that it kind of like makes you want to expand a little bit more. We're going to clarify in a moment, okay? Now, what is challenging you is that you have Three of Cups. So this could be a situation where you feel that you're not being supported, especially by the people that is around you. If we're talking about a connection here, it could also mean that there is a connection that is very hard for you to see eye to a point where you get to be able to talk to them like a best friend would. Because the Three of Cups talks about the friendship aspect of the connection, right? And the healthiest type of relationship is also a relationship where you could be best friends with one another. And I feel that there's some sort of awkwardness or there's some sort of like a lot of pent up anger or resentment to a point where that thing is being a bit difficult to achieve right now. Now, in the past, I mean, from your side, you have the Knight of Wands and also the King of Wands. From this person's side, they have the Devil and they also have the Eight of Wands. That's very interesting. You could be dealing here with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Pisces or a Sagittarius. But anyway, your energy in the past was very, very wonderful because you're very passionate about something. I think you could be dealing here with somebody who you feel very physically attractive to. There is this very animalistic type of passion that I'm sensing from you, and you kind of like when things are great between you and them, it makes you feel very, very good. It makes you feel very, very motivated. It makes you feel that you're in the groove. Okay, now from this person's side, they have the Devil and also the Eight of Wands. Same goes to them. Okay, there is obsession right there with the Devil, but there's also a part about this connection between you and them kind of like brings up some sort of shadow side of theirs that they're not really happy about. Okay, we're going to clarify in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Wheel of Fortune and you also have the Seven of Wands. I feel that at this present moment, you're just going to be letting things be. There is a shift in energy that I'm sensing here, and I feel that you're much more focusing on with the Seven of Wands. So you're just pushing through. Okay, and I feel that you're also being very, very defensive when it comes to someone right here. Okay, now from this person's side, I feel that this person is undergoing through like a lot of transformative period in their life, and I feel that this is what I mean by the shifting of the tides or shifting of the table, where the way in which this person sees this relationship is very different than how they perceived it in the past. But with the Seven of Pentacles right here, they're much more in the energy of like they're just kind of like waiting and see. Okay? Not really wanting to be making any sorts of hasty decisions right now. Now, from your side in the future, you have the Eight of Swords and you also have the Star. From this person's side, they have the Temperance and they also have the Tower. I feel that this person, you know, is going through a lot. You know, they could have Saturn in Saturn return, Saturn transiting their natal chart's ruler, but there's something about them undergoing through like a lot of life lessons because they have all of these major arcana right here. And they're being deeply affected by Jupiter going retrograde as well. Because I see this person is trying to keep it cool, but also at the same time, there's something about them being shocked about. And what are they being shocked about is the fact that you, Cancer, instead of focusing on the things that mentally entrapped you, you decided to go for the star. You decided to go for your healing. You decided to pursue the things that you love the most, and etc. We're going to clarify, yeah? Let's start clarifying your reading here. So I want to clarify this Death and Wheel of Fortune. Six of Wands, Ace of Swords, and also the Two of Cups. Let's see from your side with the Wheel of Fortune. Four of Swords, Six of Cups, and also the Eight of Wands. Okay, so this person at this present moment, they're realizing the fact that, you know what, like Cancer's energy in my life is very good. I like who I was or who I am whenever I'm with Cancer. I do appreciate Cancer's energy because of the care, the nurturing, the validations, the attentions that they're giving me. And you here, Cancer, you're also... You care for them. You have the Six of Cups right here. You know, there's a level of understanding that you have with them to a point where every sorts of actions or behavior that they're doing, you kind of understand where that comes from. It's like you could see right through their inner child wounds. And sometimes it overwhelmed you. But again, like Cancer has a really big heart, right? But there's a shifting of energy here that's going to happen within this time frame. So it could be about this week until the next week, where you suddenly realizing like, oh wow, like this person is actually coming forward to me, you know, expressing how I mean for them. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Lovers, Page of Swords, Eight of Cups. Let's see from your side here with the Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Justice. You could be dealing here with the Gemini because they're also dealing with somebody who is afraid of taking accountability for something, or somebody who just doesn't want to be reflecting. But anyway, from there, actually, let's start from you. I feel that this is somebody whom you've had like a history with. History of pain, history of them kind of like pissing you off or triggering you in the wrong way, and etc. To a point where you kind of like are in the energy where you wanted them to get a taste of their own medicine, okay? But you have the Seven of Swords right here and also the Two of Pentacles. So in a way that you want them to act or you want them to do something, but you're not really telling them about it. So from their side, Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Lovers, the Page of Swords, and also the Eight of Cups. This person wants some sort of clarity from you, which I feel that you're not willing to give it to them. Because again, like you're kind of like quite confused whether you should go for it or not. And I feel that there is a certain type of expectations that you're giving onto them about like you want them to do something where you're not really communicating it. So I do see that there's going to be a bit of a scuffle, or there's going to be like a little bit of a protest here going on. So it's more of this energy of like coming in, professing things, and etc. Things are not being handled nicely and things are not being communicated properly. And then they, like with the Eight of Cups, like, you know what, like, not really going to be dealing with this right now, maybe later. For some of you, you could be really, really done with this person because of with the three cups right there, because there was a third party situation. But again, that's only for like 5% of you, okay? This is a general reading on YouTube. Let's clarify the Temperance and the Eight of Swords. Okay, let's see the Eight of Swords from your side. Okay, so Cancer, I think in Sagittarius season, which we're in right now, right? Like you're kind of like also, so there's a difference between the both of you, okay? From their side, they're much more in this energy of like they are frustrated and they're very impatient because they want things to get cleared right now. They want to have clarity, they want to have closure, confirmation from you. They want things to go in a way that they wanted it to be right now, which I feel that you're not really giving it to them. From your side with the Eight of Swords, you're frustrated because things aren't moving as fast as you want them to be, but not in this connection, but more so in your life. I feel that there's a certain celebration, there's certain happy moments, there's certain like anything that you're expecting, but it's not coming fast enough. Let's see the Tower. Let's see the Star from your side. There you go, Cancer. I feel that eventually in the future, because right now I feel like your throat chakra is blocked, where I feel that in the future, your throat chakra, you're going to unblock those things, okay? And I feel that there's something about you going to be explaining to them about the disappointment that you've been feeling, okay? So that Three of Cups in the challenging position is going to be in the future. But you're not going to be saying it in a healthy, unhealthy way where it's very like ironic or it's very like rude or anything like that. But it's more so about like you, King of Wands has a very firm energy, a very good leader. So you're going to be communicating it with a very, very like strong leadership capability of yours about this Five of Pentacles, the thing that disappointed you, where you felt that you're not appreciated, and etc., etc. Now with the Tower, clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Magician, and also the Five of Wands, you could be here dealing with somebody who is often avoidant of conflict. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a Gemini or a Virgo. But I feel that this person was not really expecting you to... No, it's not that. It's not that. They are befuddled by the fact that you were disappointed or you were frustrated or you were hurt because of that. Because there's something here about them thinking about a certain situation differently the way that you do. And I know that you're going to be fuming when I say this, Cancer, okay? But what you need to understand is that people always create narrative inside of their head to protect their ego. That's also one of the reasons why serial killers will always have a justifiable reason in their mind about what they did, what they do, okay? So from this person's perspective, even though that you feel that this person has wronged you and underappreciate you in some ways, but this person didn't have that narrative inside of their mind, which is going to be coming as a shock for them in the future because they finally understand it, okay? With the Five of Wands, there's going to be a little bit of like, that was not what I meant. I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, but that's how it impacted me. That's going to be you, okay? Let's pull some advice card for you here, Cancer. Ooh. The Emperor, the Ten of Swords, and also the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel that at this present moment, you're ruminating on, it's kind of like quite similar with the Gemini reading. So you could be dealing here with a Gemini, where you're ruminating, you're thinking way too much of the hurt of the Ten of Swords, of what has happened. okay? While it's good to always remember the pain, it's also good for us to get out of their mindset. For us to, okay, things hurt, so what are you gonna do about it? What am I gonna do about it? Because at the end of the day, we're gonna be the only person that is responsible to take us out of that hole, okay? And with the Queen of Cups, like, start focusing on the things that are really, really good, you know? Start opening yourself up. Start nurturing what nurtures you. I swear to God, I think you could be dealing with a Gemini because Gemini got the exact same advice. All right, so I think that is it for my reading for you here, Cancer. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for. And I'll see you on the extended, okay? Bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.